For this next solid drawing exercise, we are going to continue on with our spheres, but this time we're going to add faces.
Okay, for spheres with faces, I want you to write it at the top here. So we're going to start by drawing some spheres. So start by loosening up your arm. Remember, draw from your elbow or your shoulder, not your wrist. Get a nice circle shape there. And I want you to draw a few different circles around your paper. You can also do a couple that are ellipses. You can also try like a teardrop shape. But this just gives you some options to try out to see, because not every time will your character have a perfect sphere for a head. It's a starting point. In fact, if you want to, you can even take and extend and create like the jawline for your character. Let's say that this is where that ellipse was. So if we split our ellipse like this, we know that this would be the front of our character. This back part would disappear. And then if we wanted to, we could take and extend that jawline to give it more of a face shape. Okay, I'm gonna keep a couple of these just spheres. So here I have my circle. I'm gonna start with my ellipse inside that's vertical. I'm going to turn my paper 45 degrees. I'm going to add my ellipse inside here. Now I want you to try some where you take and you turn. So I don't want your face to always be looking the same way. So be sure to take and change your placement of the cross on your face or on your sphere, just to give your face some different directions to play with. So you can see what it's like when you turn the direction that a character is looking. So like here, I'm gonna go with this one here. So this line goes and this line goes. We'll keep this outside line there. Okay, now when we have something kind of like this, we can still have our circle within it, right? We can still do our ellipse. It's just this time we're going to extend it up and we'll find our halfway point within. Okay, and then we can get rid of the ones that we're not going to use. So I'm going to keep this part here as the face. I've got another circle that I drew right here. I'm going to keep this one a circle. Let's see, I have a couple looking to the left, couple looking to the right. I want to have it look down to the right. So I'm going to draw my ellipses a different direction. And I'm going to use this line here and this line here. And this is going to leave the face looking downwards. And again, you could have a wide ellipse shape. We're still treating it like it were a sphere. So extending our ellipses inside from edge to edge. And then once we do that, we can decide what to keep. I'm going to keep this line here, this line here, and the ones in the background are going to disappear. For this one here, we've got another shape. I'm going to draw an ellipse toward the middle. And for this one, I'm going to put the face right here, so I can get rid of those extra lines. So now that I've decided where the face goes within each of my spheres or ellipses, now I'm going to add some different expressions to it. So for example, we're gonna put our eyes, I'm gonna start with this one here. We're gonna put our eye shape on top of that center line that we had. You can make them ovals, you can make them circles, you can add eye shapes within, you can give them eyelashes if you want. Remember, if you add eyebrows, that really adds to the expression. You can decide what kind of shape for your nose. So I'm just going to do a little oval shape here, and then I'm going to do, where I've added eyelashes here, I'm really going to emphasize the lip shape and make this look very feminine. Okay, for this one, I might choose to go a very different direction. Maybe I want some smaller eyes with a bigger nose. And maybe this one's going to be grumpy, especially since we can see under the chin here really well. Okay. And so maybe I'll just bring those eyebrows in just a little bit. Here, I could take and draw some eyes. Maybe for this one, I'm gonna go more of a rounded triangle for the nose, an open mouth here, like it's saying something. Here, I could choose to move the eyes out so they're really wide. I could make a much bigger nose. I could decide, yeah, I'm gonna make this a happy guy. And give it some eyebrows. Have it looking a certain direction with my placement of the lines. Keep it pretty simple. Play around with different face shapes. And if you have a little extra time, you can even go in and add some ears to your character if you'd like. You could even add some hair. All right, that's how you do spheres with faces.